Do you find it strange that people comment on how you appear so much?
No, because I'm an African American woman and there is not enough time on this show to explain hair issues.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something a little bit different. Honestly, not even a little bit different. It's obviously and very much related to the topic that I discuss on this channel, basically the dark skin. I want to talk about the natural hair in today's video. Yes, and it is very much related because if I'm talking about the dark skin, like dark skin women, part of a dark skin woman is her hair as well. And what prompted me to talk about this in today's video is that I saw this comment on my last video, and I just want to say before I go on, thank you guys so much for watching and loving that video as much as you guys did. In that video, someone made this comment and said, "You are a beautiful black woman. Please embrace your natural hair as much as you advocate for dark skin complexion." My humble opinion. Now, I'm not making this video to bash these comments because obviously as a creator, like, people are going to make comments on my video and I love to see people's comments on my video. Like, it means that people are engaging with what you posted, right? But like, from this comment, you see that a dark skin woman can't just basically talk about herself or talk about the dark skin or talk about being black without her natural hair or her hair being part of the conversation. For this person, I don't know what made you think that I don't embrace my natural, because I don't know if I'm reading this comment right, but from the tone I'm getting from this comment is that you think I do not embrace my natural hair, and your humble opinion is that I should. But well, I do embrace my natural hair, and as much as having the natural hair comes with its ups and downs, like for all of us dark skin women, black women who keep their natural hair, you know how difficult it is to maintain. The natural hair needs a lot of attention, but I do love my natural hair regardless. And I personally have a type 4C natural hair, which is, I think, on the very far end of the chart. If we're talking about natural hair, my hair is very coarse or stubborn or hard or whatever. I don't know the word to use for it. It takes me a lot to care for my natural hair. I know what I'm saying. So when I saw a comment like this, like, I'm like, you don't know the struggle I go through every time trying to care for my natural hair. And maybe because you saw me in a wig in this video that you watched, you feel like I don't embrace my natural hair. That is why I want to address this. I do love my natural hair. When I tell you I love my natural hair so much that, like, in my family we are 6 girls, and I'm the only girl currently in my family that keeps her natural hair. My sisters have all relaxed their hair. Not to say that the relaxed hair is not natural hair. It is natural hair, but like chemical has been involved. That's to tell you that I do appreciate my natural hair. I do love my natural hair. I do embrace my natural hair. But it is important to understand that a woman or a black woman or an African woman choosing to wear wig doesn't mean that she doesn't love her natural hair, right? It doesn't mean she doesn't embrace her natural hair. It's a thing of choice. There are some days where you don't really have the strength to put in all that work to set your natural hair right. The wig is easier. You can just, like, I can just put it off, I can just put it on. It is way easier, and some days you don't have the strength for that, so it's easy to just put on a wig and head out. But some people see this as you not embracing your natural hair or you not loving your natural hair, and I know that it's become sort of a trend where black women, African women, prefer to wear wigs than to wear the natural hair, and many of them feel like it's what makes them pretty. Like, their natural hair doesn't make them pretty, they wear wigs because that's what they feel pretty in. That one, I think, is a serious issue that they need to dissect what the real problem is. For us, the other girls who still embrace wearing wigs, still embrace doing our braids. Like, how many videos ago I was in bantu knots? That was my natural hair, right? I just literally wrapped my natural hair in Brazilian wool. That was me embracing my natural hair. So the fact that I'm putting on a wig doesn't mean that I don't embrace my natural hair. Doesn't mean that a lot of women who wear wigs don't also embrace the natural hair. I mean, there are some days for the natural hair, there are days for the wigs. Like, it's a thing of choice. And that doesn't take away from the fact that we're still black women, we're still African women. Like, that doesn't take away from our identity as dark skinned women or as African women. I mean, Viola Davis herself said it.
I love wigs. I do. I still will wear a wig every once in a while.
She loves the natural hair. She loves her natural hair and she loves wigs. It was a choice for her to decide to no longer wear wigs because she felt like it was beginning to make her shift from her identity as a black woman.
I took off my hair. I took off my wig because I wanted to step into who I was. And I felt like, for me, what I felt like was every time I put on a wig that I was apologizing for who I was, being a dark-skinned woman, very curly hair. I felt like I was hiding it.
Which is very, very important for cases of black women and African women who are wearing wigs for the purpose of them being pretty, and those like who feel like they are not pretty with their natural hair. It's important for women like that to really take a step back and really look into what the real problem is, why they feel like they are not pretty with their natural hair, and like fall back in love with the natural hair and start wearing the natural hair more often. But it doesn't take away from our identity, especially for us who wear wigs and still love our natural hair. So the fact that a lady wears wigs doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't love her natural hair, or the fact that you come across a lady this week putting on wig, next week putting on wig, it doesn't mean that she doesn't embrace her natural hair. It's like it's time for the natural hair to breathe, right? Like my natural hair is in protective style beneath. I've been in braids since last year December. Like I just took off my braids like I think late February, and I decided to put my natural hair in protective style. That's basically all back, single braids, one, so that my natural hair can relax for a bit until I decide to make braids or do any other thing for my hair. So while my natural hair is in its protective style, all back, I choose to wear wig on it. It's a personal choice, and it doesn't take away from my identity as an African woman, because 100% I'm still going to advocate for the love of natural hair. I'm still going to advocate for black women, African women embracing their natural hair, because it's part of what I talk about on this channel. I'm always going to talk about it. If you're going to embrace loving your dark skin, you're also going to have to embrace loving everything that you embody. Your hair, your face, your skin, like the way you talk, the way you walk. Like you have to embrace all of you, and that's what's going to make you a 100% authentic woman. So yes, I'm still always going to advocate for the natural hair. I'm going to advocate for love and acceptance of the dark skin. And whenever I come on here and talk about loving your dark skin or talking about natural hair like I'm talking about in today's video, without wearing my natural hair itself, it doesn't mean that I don't embrace my natural hair. It doesn't mean that I don't want to identify anymore as an African woman, or it doesn't mean that I don't feel pretty in my natural hair, because it is not true. I am very, very pretty in my natural hair. I am 100% an African woman, and I 100% love my natural hair, and I'm going to carry it. I'm going to wear my hair however I please at different points in my life, because it's a thing of choice. How a lady wears her hair, how a lady dresses, how, like, it is a personal choice. So if I decide to wear wig, it's fine, and if I decide to wear my natural hair, it's also fine, because we express freedom basically in everything that we do in our everyday life. Freedom of choice, the choice to wear your hair the way you want to, the choice to wear whatever you want to wear, the choice to be who you want to be is a personal choice. So if a lady wears wigs or wears some other form of hair that is not her natural hair, it doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't love her natural hair or she doesn't embrace her natural hair. It's just a personal choice at that point in her life. So yeah, I just thought to make this video. I hope you guys don't get me confused. I almost didn't make this video, by the way. I almost didn't make this video because I felt like it was going to be somehow controversial. Like people are going to start seeing, like, if you make comments on my channel, I'm going to start talking about your comments. Like, no, but like if I see a comment that stirs up something about what I love to discuss, I will talk about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.